Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this game of Stellaris. Just going to double check my sound settings. All good. Marvellous. So, we are going to continue the Mechamord game from last time. That's with the robots. So let's just go and load that up. I noticed just now how low the master volume is on this, and yet still pretty loud. Actually, no, it's looking super low. Okay, I might turn that up a bit. Up to here. We'll try that. Although actually the battles and things are going to be super loud, so no, we'll keep you down just a tiny bit more. We'll try that. Let me know how that sounds to everyone, and that should all be good. So, what happened in the last session? We fought against and defeated the faction that were over here. The Khan, which awoke and started conquering not very much, died and split. So we've got the Zeb Dragon Successor Khanate, the Zeb Dragon Horde. They had tributaried the Commonwealth of Man, but I think that they have now split free. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think they've split free. And we are really quite strong. We are in a very, very good position so far. We do have a tradition available. Interesting. I think that's going to be another supremacy one. Upgrade cost reduction, claim influence. I mean, that'll lead to the fire rate increase of 10%, which I would really quite like to have. So it's going to have to be these. Let's go with the claim influence cost reduction. We can maybe be a little bit more aggressive than perhaps we have been thus far. Hey, it's Black One. Hey, Cold Rage. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet? I have not announced this stream, have I? Let's go ahead and do that right now. Announcements. And everyone going live with Stellaris instead of Total War. Come watch. Okay, cool. Marvellous. Right, so what the hell is going on here? I don't really remember. We were building up the new planets. That's what's going on. We were doing a ton of building and also population construction. Yeah, so our populations here are still pretty low. We do have a bunch of upgrades and things to do like that. I'm finding it really hard to judge how the sound is on this. Because it sounds really loud in my headset, but the output looks low. Like I have a graphical output chart thing. What's that? Foreign Empire claims our system. Commonwealth of Man have claims on my territory. Well, how could you? That's not very nice. I'm the one who's supposed to be claiming territory, not you. Also, the patch is officially out now. Is it? Stellaris has indeed downloaded
Construction
8 megabytes.
Completed.
And my energy credit income hasn't completely tanked. So like I said, I'm
completed.
Okay, that is really loud. Or maybe it's just the advisor volume. Let's turn you down. I should probably have just left things alone. The one that was running in the beta before. Yeah, so I am pretty sure that the previous patch or something had changed the outpost costs, because otherwise my economy would have been tanked. And it was tanked last time, which is why I was fairly sure about this. So if there is an upgrade, fantastic, but that was not part of it. Right, so we can upgrade our engineering facilities, which we haven't done yet, or we could get the mega cannon, which is shield damage, which would be nice. You know what, we're going to go with the shield damage. Because right now we're relying on just the autocannons. I'd like the autocannons, I would like the mega cannons doing shields, and then all of my mid to long range, those are extra long range, to be anti-armor. And you guys are going to have to tell me how the sound is, because like I said, I'm finding this impossible to judge right now. Rivalries, they're rivaling each other, and a deal has run out. Decron Kamel. That's these chaps. Right, the entire world hates me because I'm a genocidal maniac. Sounds fine to me. Okay, cool. And let's go fastest. No real reason to be slower than that right now. Have we finished all the construction jobs? No, we have not. You go ahead and do that. I think that's the only one. Yeah, so lots of rivalries currently spreading around the universe. Things seem rather more unstable than they have done for a while. And in fact, the galaxy is pretty nicely fragmented between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and a half powers.
Construction.
Not really going to call them a power right now, even though they are marauders. And we have some marauders down here as well, but we probably outgun them at this point. Yeah, we definitely do. You've had your time. Now it's mine. Alright, let's get the upgrades going. Even though it's going to take a while for the population itself to actually appear. And that's changed. This is an energy planet. So this is going to be a power plant. And it's going to have energy guy. Was that the last of the population to be eradicated? Yes. And we have sufficient energy to actually clear the territories. There's one here. This is a science planet. Although this is definitely an energy spot, so we're going to make that energy. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. There are also some anti-hull weapons now, like the neutron launchers, torpedoes, and arc emitters. Let's turn this down to where I think it should be.
Construction completed.
Probably about there. I dislike messing with my headset though, because usually it's correct. Physics! I'm just going to keep all of this stuff up and running. How's my capacity? We could recruit a couple more ships. Maybe go up to... Oh yeah, we can easily go up to 80.
Construction.
Alright, so I'm thinking that we probably want 2 more corvettes per fleet.
A war has erupted.
Oops, wrong button. Yeah, okay. We're building all the fleets now. A war between Zeb Dragon and True Zeb Dragon hordes. These two are fighting each other. So at some point these probably will unify again under one or the other power. I could try and pick on them myself. Yeah, these guys are really starting to aggro against us. And I have no allies left, correct? Which is weird, because even the other robots don't like me. Which is really quite annoying, because I've worked quite hard to maintain good relations with them.
Construction completed.
Yeah, it's going to take 413 years to get rid of the genocidal. It's going to take even longer for you.
Construction
The robots
completed.
dislike it only half that I'm so genocidal. Whoops, I did not mean to click on you. I meant to click on you. Okay. And you are actually officially our rival now. And that trust is actually decaying, so relations between us are going to stay much the same for quite a long time. I wonder if there's any way of getting rid of the negatives faster. Mordred, any interest in Paradox's Battletech game? Yes, though I'm not a massive fan of Battletech. Not because I dislike it, but because I just don't have a history with it. So I'm not quite as excited as some other people, but sure, I'll give it a go. And if it's a good strategy, then great. Right, it looks good. I've seen previews and stuff, and I have kind of kept tabs on what's happening with it. Looks decent. I feel like we could expand the fleet just a tad more. I'm gonna go with some more cruisers.
Construction completed.
I'm gonna grab one more cruiser per fleet. Can actually do it here. Let's do that. And if they're sent me slightly over the limit, then so be it. Right, so the other thing I could be doing is checking out my star bases. Where's Bovatir? Bovatir is my capital. So we could go ahead and upgrade you to a citadel. What if, yeah, you're all out guns. I think everything else is going to be... you have a gun. Why do you have a gun? Don't have a gun. I think I just want more anchorages. At this point, just having lots and lots of ship capacity is probably the better form of defense. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of those.
Construction completed. Construction completed.
Unless you're in a, like, vital defensive location. You're not. You're not. You're not. Not. You are. So you can stay combat. In fact, with that in mind...
Construction completed.
I'm going to call these, like, this is a capital. This is... ships. This is ships. This is ships.
Construction
this is ships.
completed.
So is this. Reag. See, you're a little bit further forwards.
Construction completed.
Because you do kind of control access from here in the north. So I don't think Totem Wolf has a starbase. It does not. So this is technically a defensive position. We'll leave you for the moment. Fearful Egg is definitely a fighting one. Oops, you should be an F. For fighting! You are also an F. You are 100% an F.
Construction completed.
What was this? Yeah, you are too. Goal. Is, but it's not really. No, you're an S. So you can definitely get rid of the missile battery.
Has been cleared.
You are 100% an F. In fact, you could do with being upgraded to a Star Fortress, I think. That's kind of an integral system. Because it's one of very few crossovers between us. Eagle Slayer. You're somewhat behind the line, so I'm actually going to call you an S. You're an F. Great Redstone. I will... Oh, pause. Read that in a minute. Whoa. Let's see what just happened. Ah! Things are happening. Cideris. You have a bunch of spaces behind the F. Because I was trying to press space to pause and it wasn't working. And then you were there, that is definitely an F. Okay. The Great Whetstone, the efficiency of our naval units has increased after a prolonged period of border skirmishing with the bellicose Corsairs. Our units have been forced to make slight alterations to their programming to make up for the unorthodox and unpredictable tactics employed by the bellicosa. It will eventually become necessary to purge this new data to prevent system degradation in other areas, but for now it will give us an advantage in future engagements. So for the next 2 years I have a 10% more fire rate. Okay. All of these can be upgraded to star holds, I think. And we are at our limit. There are also some anti-hull weapons now, like neutron launchers, torpedoes and arc emitters. Cool. Yeah, so the history of Battletech is, I think they were kickstarted, much like Pillars of Eternity, and are now being published by Paradox, because Paradox is the distribution systems in place. So Pillars of Eternity, Battletech, Surviving Mars, those are all published by, but not actually developed by Paradox. Now, the Paradox publishing arm is becoming much more active than they have been for a while. Probably because of all the money the DLC is bringing in. Just sorting out tea supplies. Gotta have the momentary break where the tea comes out. Let's make a little space on my desk. Right, marvellous. So with the capital system, I am going to just go ahead and upgrade to a citadel, just so you can kick ass and take names. You are a ship place, so you. In fact, you do have a shipyard. You need to have anchorages. I was trying to decide what you were. Colossal Nimble. You are the only starbase up here, so you are actually going to be a fighting station. So getting rid of the missile battery was actually a mistake. We're going to remove the anchorages here. We're going to turn you into an actual fighting system. Fighting. Ships. Strategic, I guess I'd call it. You are fighting, so you should also dismantle the anchorages. You are a space, or a ship, fighting. Although these have anchorages too. Alright. And now we're losing some energy. But as the planets get built up, I think we'll get better and better, so that's not really a huge issue. Especially as I can build some more, and there seems to be a tile here available. This is a science lab with a scientist. Upgrades available. Are all the upgrades on our capital done? Apparently so, yes.
Construction completed.
Good. Good DLC is good for a company, but bad DLC are... Yes. Don't know what you mean there, Cold Rage.
Completed.
Lock-in mechanists are also claiming my territories. So I need to be somewhat careful about who I pick fights with. Because if we pick a fight with someone up here, then these guys will probably declare on us. Although my star bases are all pretty decent, so I wouldn't be hugely surprised by bad things happening. Right, we're going to get rid of that anchorage. We're going to get rid of Naval Logistics Office here as well. We'll build something else.
Construction completed.
Oh, that's the energy credit production. Okay. I would like another missile battery, I think. And also... command sensor,
completed.
fire rate plus 10% in this system. I think that would make sense. We are now well over, but we're still redeveloping things, so I'm not going to be too put off by that. And in fact, that's why we were losing the energy, is because we're currently over our limit. That's fine. Yeah, you mistyped. Ah, okay, gotcha. Right, so how are we doing for science? Science is going well. Ah, and this is the Empire unique research speed, production development thingy. Cool. Still feels really loud. Try that. Although now it is a lot harder to hear myself. There we go.
War has been declared.
Skildari and Great Oklar. That's not a problem. Right, how are the wars between these two going? Doesn't really look like there's any change. In fact, they're at peace right now, so... That war did not last very long. Defensive Pact. They're claiming stuff, another rivalry. And we have inactive buildings. Well, we're going to have a lot of inactive buildings because we're building a lot of population. So, not a huge amount I can do about that right now. And then after this, I could start just upgrading a bunch more of these star fortresses. Right, you are a fighting system, so you're going to go missiles and guns. You're also going to get rid of the logistics. And replace it instead with... defense supercomputer? Sure. In fact, do you have defense? Yes, you do. So the other thing you could get are small platforms. Okay, so this is a shipbuilding place. This definitely needs the anchorages and the logistics.
Completed.
You are a fighting station, so you need to have guns, missile, And target uplink for the extra range, which now apparently does work. You are also a fighting system, so much the same thing, although I did that the wrong way around.
Construction completed.
No. Missile, target uplink. Ah. You have finished upgrading. You are a fighting station, so another missile and gun. And then... Oh, you already have a target uplink. What are you missing? Right, so we do have a lot of service umbilicals in various systems. Where are you? You're that one. I'm going to go with the defense grid, so supercomputer. Shipbuilding has nothing to do with anchorages. Large shipyards should have battle simulator fleet academy for more starting XP. Anchorages is because of my fleet limit. I'm trying to have just a really big fleet. And bearing in mind that because I have such a widespread faction, I've got shipyards everywhere so I can just build more ships. Like, part of the thing about this nation is we have lots of bonuses to mining, so I can just pump out ships like there's no tomorrow. And you are being built. Okay, cool. So we could try and get some more citadels and upgrade some more of the star bases themselves. Research speed plus 5% sounds phenomenal. Battleship hull hit points plus 800 sounds pretty strong. Unlocks Titans though. Titans are only the planet killers, aren't they? No, Titans are not the planet killers. What are the planet killers called? They're something else entirely. Titans are just like bigger battleships, aren't they? We'll go with the Titan. Just because they're new and I've never had them before. Although the other technologies are rare, so less likely to come around again. We're going to take the battleship hulls because it's a rare, then we'll do the Titans. Except now the very fact that we've started Titans means that... Oh no, we hadn't actually done
Construction
it yet, so
completed.
Oh shit, it's all good. Commonwealth of Man and Zebra Dragon Horde are fighting each other. Now that's something I could do with jumping in on. While those two are distracted fighting each other. I think I might just go ahead and upgrade all of these just so I can get more ship production pumping out.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Starbase capacity plus 2, that sounds good. Naval capacity plus 30 also sounds good. I think actually the starbase would probably be better. So we're going to do that. Now, I need to go to Sabre and upgrade, or rather build the Singularity Core. Which should probably be done here. Upgrade all of the various biolabs and other science systems that we have. This is an engineering facility. Okay, it is mostly the biolabs. Ah, that's a planet HQ. That means we're going to have more upgrades there. That's good. Okay, it looks like that our planets are slowly but surely cranking into position now. Mordred was wondering if you know on the announcements what you're streaming and so on, it would be possible to get a date of the day as well as... Oh,
War has been declared.
That's just look at the when it's posted, like today at 3 PM. Because there's also the information. I mean, the whole reason I said specifically this is Stellaris, not Total War, is because I flipped them on the schedule. Why is someone in Glasgow calling me? I don't want to talk.
Construction completed.
Overall, the one where the whole week is. Because I prefer having that as a just ticking over thing rather than locking it in on a date. Because it's supposed to be just a... It's not the weekly stream, it's my regular stream schedule. Yeah, it'll get tweaked every now and then. The whole reason I've had to do it on a weekly basis is because Paradox keeps releasing new stuff. But as far as I know, there's no new releases due for a while. The only thing that I might change is when I do the Total War game, because I kind of like that being on Sundays. But it's supposed to be just my regular stream schedule. I disliked the fact that I was having to constantly change it. Unity output increased by 10% per neighbouring rival. I'm not actually sure I have that many rivals. That's probably something I should change. Oh, this is an interface they could really make a lot easier. Who are my sodding rivals? Rivaled by those three. Who am I rivaling?
Construction completed.
I hate this diplomatic interface. It is terribly bad. This is still one of my few niggling issues with this game. Am I not rivaling anyone? Is that the problem here? Alright, so who was rivaling me again? Lock and Mechanists, which I'd really rather not. Commonwealth of Man I could certainly do, and Zebdragon's successors I could certainly do. So the successors... Declare rivalry. Commonwealth of Man... Declare rivalry.
Construction.
And the Mechanists I would eventually like to make friends with again, because they have actually been really friendly throughout the game. Although right now they do admittedly hate us.
Construction completed.
Alright, that's construction. Good. Whoa, that's a lot of upgrades. Thankfully we have 10,000 minerals. Like, we're at the stage where mineral production and energy production don't really matter so much. Yeah, loads more sweet influence, which means more sweet claims. Alright, you are a fire station. More guns, more missiles. And... where are you? You were right on the edge, so I'm actually going to put a listening station here, I think. So I can see what's coming. In fact, you should be the Dana station, surely. Completed. Why do you have a different name? In fact, that's true everywhere. I think it's because the station gets its name when you actually build the outpost.
A war has erupted.
Paya is Paya. You're Eglaw. You're a Felly. You're Raidendary. And then when the system changes name, the station does not. Colossal Nimble.
Construction completed.
Eagle Slayer. Okay, this is going to make the management of this a lot easier. Eagle Slayer. Fearful Egg. You're right. You're Valinoma.